Resistance to criminal rashness comes better late than never. If you must break the law, do it to seize power. In all other cases, observe it. Time flies, never to be recalled. Let us celebrate the occasion with wine and sweet words. The more corrupt the state, the more numerous the laws. He will have true glory who despises it. What is food to one man is bitter poison to others, which death is preferably to every other, the unexpected. This above all makes history useful and desirable. It unfolds before our eyes a glorious record of exemplary actions. No one is more miserable than the person who wills everything and can do nothing. True happiness is to enjoy the present without anxious dependence upon the future. Life is one long struggle in the dark. It is easier to find men who will volunteer to die than to find those who are willing to endure pain with patience. To do no evil is good, to intend none better. It is better to create than to learn. Creating is the essence of life. The traveler with empty pockets will sing in the thief's face. Anyone can hold the helm when the sea is calm. He whom the gods love dies young, while he is in health, has his senses and his judgment sound. All wish to possess knowledge, but few, comparatively speaking, are willing to pay the price. Good health and good sense are two of life's greatest blessings. Friendship is composed of a single soul inhabiting two bodies. The fall of dropping water wears away the stone. A man who suffers before it is necessary suffers more than is necessary. Every calamity is to be overcome by endurance. It is a bad plan that admits of no modification. Cowards die many times before their actual deaths. Patience is the best remedy for every trouble. Rome has grown since its humble beginnings, that it is now overwhelmed by its own greatness. We can endure neither our vices nor the remedies for them. There is hardly a case in which the dispute was not caused by a woman. A child is owed the greatest respect. If you ever have something disgraceful in mind, don't ignore your son's tender years. Valor grows by daring, fear by holding back. The drops of rain make a hole in the stone, not by violence, but by oft falling. It is human nature to hate the man whom you have hurt. A bad peace is even worse than war. Where there are friends, there is wealth. While we are postponing, life speeds by. From the very fountain of enchantment, there arises a taste of bitterness to spread anguish amongst the flowers. They can because they think they can. The desire for safety stands against every great and noble enterprise. Valor is of no service, chance rules all, and the bravest often fall by the hands of cowards. Nothing but heaven itself is better than a friend who is really a friend. Not by age, but by capacity is wisdom acquired. A good reputation is more valuable than money. It never troubles the wolf how many the sheep may be. In the midst of the fountain of wit there arises something bitter, which stings in the very flowers. A mouse does not rely on just one hole. Nothing is more wretched than the mind of a man conscious of guilt. Time passes irrevocably. He that fights and runs away may turn and fight another day, but he that is in battle slain will never rise to fight again. I came, I saw, I conquered. If one does not know to which port one is sailing, no wind is favorable. Acquaintance lessens fame. All things will be clear and distinct to the man who does not hurry. Haste is blind and improvident. They can conquer who believe they can. Experience is the teacher of all things. Never does nature say one thing and wisdom another. Religion is regarded by the common people as true, by the wise as false, and by the rulers as useful. Say not always what you know, but always know what you say. I wish it, I command it. Let my will take the place of a reason. The greatest wealth is to live content with little, for there is never want where the mind is satisfied. A gem cannot be polished without friction, nor a man perfected without trials. Under the influence of fear, which always leads men to take a pessimistic view of things, they magnified their enemies' resources and minimized their own. It is better that a guilty man should not be brought to trial than that he should be acquitted. A fraudulent intent, however carefully concealed at the outset, will generally, in the end, betray itself. Truth is confirmed by inspection and delay, falsehood by haste and uncertainty. No one is free who does not lord over himself. Many individuals have, like uncut diamonds, shining qualities beneath a rough exterior. Rare is the union of beauty and purity. Where there is unity, there is always victory. You must spend money to make money. To do nothing evil is good. To wish nothing evil is better. Sweet it is, when on the high seas the winds are lashing the waters, to gaze from the land on another's struggles. Censure acquits the raven, but pursues the dove. It belongs to human nature to hate those you have injured. Love in its essence is spiritual fire. It is better to learn late than never. We are more often frightened than hurt, and we suffer more from imagination than from reality. Our virtues are most frequently, but vices disguised. Let a fool hold his tongue, and he will pass for a sage. It is great wealth to a soul to live frugally with a contented mind. I often regret that I have spoken, never that I have been silent. Many difficulties which nature throws in our way may be smoothed away by the exercise of intelligence. What we wish, we readily believe, and what we ourselves think, we imagine others think also. I had rather be first in a village than second at Rome. One of the most beautiful qualities of true friendship is to understand and to be understood. The sun has not yet set for all time. Truth, they say, is but too often in difficulties, but is never finally suppressed. As the twig is bent, the tree inclines. It is not because things are difficult that we do not dare. It is because we do not dare that they are difficult. Come what may, all bad fortune is to be conquered by endurance. There is nothing worse than being ashamed of parsimony or poverty. To plunder, to slaughter, to steal, these things they misname empire, and where they make a wilderness, they call it peace. But meanwhile time flies. It flies never to be regained. A desire to resist oppression is implanted in the nature of man. No one ever became extremely wicked suddenly. From the errors of others, a wise man corrects his own. They are more than men at the outset of their battles. At the end, they are less than the women. Pleasant it to behold great encounters of warfare arrayed over the plains, with no part of yours in peril. I love the name of honor more than I fear death. It is easy to go down into hell. Night and day, the gates of dark death stand wide. But to climb back again, to retrace one's steps to the upper air, there's the rub, the task.